Hello, and welcome to another stream. I'm Kid Atomic, and I am going to be playing some Celeste for you tonight. Today is day 5 of my little streaming series I'm doing. Streaming series just means like I'm streaming for a longer period of time than usual. Usually I just do like 2 a week, or even just 1 a week, and sometimes I'm off. I'm not like, I don't do this a lot, but I do like doing little stints where I do it a lot, just to meet more people and to open the door a little bit more and just to have fun and like feel what it feels like to, I guess, kind of do it. I'm exhausted today. I am completely blown. I worked. I've been working a lot, as well as waking up really early, and then I hung out with somebody in the middle of the day, and then I went back to work for a close, and then I just like rested for a little bit and I ate something, and then I'm like right on here. I might do the 3 hours. Now that I'm on, I'm getting a little bit of a burst of energy. Um, we'll see how it goes. I think I'm going to play very poorly today. And like I'm not promising anything. I'm just gonna be real at the beginning of this one. Like not every stream is gonna be great. Not every stream is gonna be really talkative. Not every stream is gonna be really like on it. And I think today, because it's in the middle of everything, um, it's what it is. But you never know. I could figure out this frame and then a couple other ones, and it might be really awesome. It's part of the life thing. Yeah, we are in the middle of chapter 9. We have learned wave dashing. I didn't practice it a little bit before I go on, but I think I know it well enough that I should be able to just jump in. I haven't played any Celeste this week, and I'm anticipating being a little bit rusty. This is the most technical game that we play. Stray definitely has its moments, and then Omori has things to think about, but it's not super technical, and that game is finished. And so I think it's just Stray and Celeste for the rest of the stream. I might play a little bit more Mori, depending. I need to look up some stuff. I'm 90% sure that we have finished Mori. So, yeah. I don't have too much to say. I'm like, as far as like the intro goes, we're just in the middle of chapter 9 and we're trying to finish it. Like that's what's happening. And we're gonna jump on and we're gonna do that. I am doing this without, any like prior knowledge. I was too okay. And like I haven't looked up how to beat these, so if I'm messing up, it's because I don't know how it goes. I'm pretty sure I have to wave dash off this in the bottom. And so, yeah, we will do that and just practice. I was having trouble with this one, and it's like it stinks. Like I'm even more tired this time. This is not like I wanted to approach this with like the freshest energy, and I'm just not. And I'm a little bummed about it, but what can we do? When you commit to something, the best that you can, and yeah, you roll with it. And let's see, I have another idea, but I'm not super sure. Okay, that's a wave dash. Maybe if I like, let's try that. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, it's getting easier. It's hard for me to wave dash over there. It's difficult. I really wish I was a streamer when Firewatch was a new game. You know, I mean, I can stream indies till the cows come home, but like streaming indies is not like particularly a new thing. There are lots of people that do it. I think it is somewhat helping to jump off the ledge. I don't know. This whole level really makes me want to go to an aquarium again. I have never felt as much I've never felt as much like one of the like I guess like big, not like, I don't know, I've had a couple rivalries throughout my time in school. You know, I had a violin rivalry in definitely in I had a violin rivalry definitely in high school for a little bit. That was a hot stint, and I was friendly. I really liked the guy that I had a rivalry with. And I think the other rivalry I had in 5th grade was fairly friendly too, but it was like I did feel really cheap about something. So and I like, now this wouldn't be an issue at all because of operating systems and how much further they've gone, and like just, you know, like computers now come a long way since the 90s, early 2000s. This was like 2002. I was in 5th grade, and what happened was my prior years in school, my prior years in school, I went to a different elementary school, and at that elementary school, I did a bunch of AR testing. I read a lot of books, and I did, you know, it's called, if you don't know what AR testing is in Texas, at least, I don't know how far it is. It's like, so it's called the Accelerated Reader Program, and I was a big reader when I was a kid. I read really young, and I still love to read. This year hasn't been the best reading year. Last year was actually a really good reading year. It's just, I think that like there were a lot of other things going on, so I didn't read as much. But yeah, oh my gosh, finally get it. And yeah, so oh my gosh. I just like would rather die. Anyways, like I did a bunch of AR testing throughout 2nd grade, 3rd, and 4th. And that was at a different school. I think even 1st grade I did some. And so I had a pretty good memory, and I remembered a lot of the books, especially when they're kids' books. So some of them were like pie to remember. And so you read a book, and you take a test and you get some points, and a lot of times, you know, you're rewarded for those points. I used to just do it. I think our point thing at the other elementary school was that before I moved, it wasn't super like the prize wasn't super big. But when I went to 5th grade, the prize, like top 2 in the grade, got to go on a school field trip, and and so it's like, oh well. What happened was when I went to the new school, I was basically starting over from 0, which put me at a disadvantage. But while it put me at a disadvantage, I could also just like retest on everything. So that's what I did. And so I tested on all these books that I had already read and just loaded myself up with points from the previous years. And I think that so I don't know, I stacked my points, and so I was able to like get ahead of everybody because I had read a bunch of books, but a bunch of other simpler books. So I got ahead of everybody. And then I think it wasn't a thing at the beginning of the year, but it was like definitely a thing in the middle of the year. The Harry Potter books finally came out for AR testing. I had already read them multiple times by then, and so I'm like, okay, I'll test on all these. Tested on them, got a bunch of points, and there was a girl and who really wanted to beat me. I still remember her name. I'm not gonna put her on blast or anything, but I remember that rivalry really well. She's like, I want to beat you, and I was like, okay, and like I got a lot of. But these are, I have some others charging. When I need to do that, I'll do that. And yeah, it was just like she kept reading, and so eventually I had to, like, I was scared she was gonna beat me. I think she ended up getting second, and you know, we went to the trip to Corpus Christi, and it was actually a lot of fun going to the aquarium and just different places around town. It was a nice trip. I liked it. And yeah, that was like, she tried to beat me at other stuff too, like science stuff, science fair things. I also won the science fair that year. I was like, kind of like my 5th grade like class valedictorian. I was like really good 5th grade. And yeah, that was the year also that I got bullied a lot on that trip that I was talking about. For anyone who's seen that video or that was on that stream. But yeah, like it was just yeah, and I think that it was I think it was a pretty good year for me. I found out that was like the year I kind of started realizing how nerdy I was. I was like, oh, I like a lot of nerdy shit. I just wish like there wasn't so much like, it's a stupid Texas thing. I think if I was like raised in a different state, I definitely would have felt way more comfortable getting into like science and, you know, reading a lot more and continuing to read, because I think I did stop a little bit in middle school. It's not that we, like, the people did continue to do AR in middle school, but everybody kind of fell off. And I read, in middle school was like the year I started getting into like classics, the classic books. And I think I would read like these like abridged kind of versions of like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Seven Leagues Under the Sea. What are some other ones? I didn't do Count of Monte Cristo. I like never actually finished it. I read it for class and I passed all the tests and stuff for it, but like I never finished it. And then I started it again, and like I think I just don't like it. It's a book I don't like. I don't think it's a bad book. I think that the span of time that it takes, I think it drags on, to be honest. And I think that you forget all about the vengeance when you're actually reading the book. It's one of those where like, you know what, like, think the movie's freaking better, to be honest. Because Jesus, it's a drag on. There's so much stuff, and it's way more convoluted, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's just not, I just didn't dig it. And I know a lot of people love it. And yeah, I you know, I couldn't get into it. I got bored midway through. There's like, I think when it like, when what's her face's son is in Italy and stuff, it's like, man, I don't like, I've just like lost it. All the momentum, like the time skip, I think did it for me. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I did not dig that, but it's whatever. I need to finish Atlanta. That's the last episode I saw was like this, their interpretation on a Goofy movie and the creation of it, and it was so funny. It was such a good episode. It was a bottle episode, and you know, I kind of needed an episode like that. I'm stoked about that. I really, yeah, I really want to finish it. I only need a couple episodes left, but it's like finding a time when I can sit down. And I mean, this streaming event is stopping me from doing, go up, girl, go up. A lot more things that I want to do, but I'm doing it, and like, I don't know, I want to know what it feels like. And sometimes I'm the kind of the person who like, I want to go harder so that it's like I want to know how far I can take something. So like working a week and then doing this, like if I can do it, I know that I can do other stuff, you know? I know what it feels like. I know that level of exhaustion. Okay, cool. That's what I've been trying to do. So after that, it's gonna be probably grab. Oh my gosh. Yo, I'm so tired. I don't think I'm gonna beat this. I hate that how she snaps. Like on and A, like I getting up there's kind of difficult. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. My reflexes are so much slower when I'm tired. I think a show that wasn't what I expected it to be, that you know, I get so far away from how it starts that I'm actually okay with, and it kind of tries to return to it later, I noticed, but it's still, it moves so far. It's like, that, what are you gonna do? And that's Yu Yu Hakusho. I think that the Spirit Detective aspect of it is like, he's not doing a lot in the real world, he's in the spirit realm a lot more. And the whole like tournament arc, which is amazing, it's not like I think what the show sets out to be. Like, he's not solving spirit crimes in the real world. He's and he does it I think later on, but then that turns into a whole thing with, you know, this other guy, and then they go to this other world, and then he finds Yusuke finds out, you know, he's got demon blood, and he, you know, then he goes does that. And so it's like, I don't know, it just like it tried to go back to its roots in like that third season after the tournament, and it doesn't. It's just like they don't know how to write anything but that kind of stuff. And it's, I don't know, I like it. I think I heard that Demon Hunter, whatever anime that was, is the same creator. I I want to check it out just for that, but I don't know. I do the core stuff of season 1. I do wish it was that. Like I feel a little robbed. I'm like, because I remember, I don't know. I just have a super active imagination, and I used to watch and like anyone else who when I watched Dragon Ball Z as a kid, when the Cell Saga finished up, to continue it, what I would do is go to Sundance at the mall, and I would and I can't wave dash on this thing for the life of me. And I would buy the VHSs. Yeah, and so when I would watch the Dragon Ball Z VHSs, the Yu Yu Hakusho was advertised on it, you know, and as well as other animes, but that's the one that really stuck. Like, yo, this is something I really want to see. Just like, I think it was the Pokemon VHSs that used to have ads for like Kimba, the white lion, and it was like, oh, this is just like Lion King, and it's like, no, Lion King is just like Kimba, dude. And I don't know, it's like really, really messed up that they just like ripped that off. I really want to watch Kimba, because like now I want to see all the similarities. Yeah, I don't know. I think that it's just a little unfair what happened there. But, you know, oh my god. Oh my god. Maybe I should just go for the grab instead. I don't know. Yeah, but my imagination would get really active when watching the Yu Yu Hakusho advertisements. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like this, you know, and I would just think about it, and you know, that's one of the things I miss about having an idle mind, is that, like, I don't know, I think we're robbed of idle minds a lot, and we're robbed a ton of like our idle brain time, and it's like idle time is not like devilish, you know. I feel bad for people that are like, oh, idle hands are the devil's time or thing, you know. Like, what kind of capitalist bullshit is that? It's so awful. Like, you need your idle time. That's when you can be creative. And yeah, I miss that a little bit, because like now you can just like keep looking at stuff. You can like mainline stuff all day, like all day. You can just keep mainlining stuff, and that's really, really weird, because like we probably shouldn't be, and I think our imaginations are not as strong when we're mainlining stuff. But like at the same time, I do think that like when we work within our own creative vacuum, that has its pros and its cons, you know, because you can only synthesize so much original stuff, you know. There's you know, it's just like, I think that when we will have these moments of brilliance, can still wave dash. I'm like obviously like I think yeah, I don't know. I hate the way this feels. It's really uncomfortable the way the switch moves. It's not ideal. Yeah. No, but the imagery in this level makes me want to go to the aquarium. It's a fun place. I don't know. There's one in Austin. I've never gone to that one. I actually drive by it all the time. On my way to work, and over there on Tuesdays, not on the other days of the week. But yeah, that might have been too high. I only have one thing. Oh my gosh. It's like you gotta wave dash and then you gotta get it just right. And I don't have it. This one I might watch too just because I want to know the angles. And that's the thing. It's like I might watch it and be like, I have it. Like I know what to do. So I don't know. I might just need to practice this one a little bit. Like some of them are going to be tough going forward. I'm definitely getting to that area. We played Wii Party yesterday and I regret it because I was so tired waking up this morning. Even though I won, it's like it doesn't freaking matter. None of it matters. Like it doesn't matter that I won. It's fun. I mean, I like spending time with my sibs, but jeez, Louise is 4 a.m. up, and like I thought I was gonna like. It's been slower, so at work, so I'm like, oh, I can get there a little bit. I can set my alarm a little bit later and get to work a little bit later. And you know, I actually can. I just don't want to risk it because I would rather leave earlier than later. I just would. That's important to me. Because I just need that time for me. It's important. Yeah. I don't know, like, that's the thing too. I think that like with as much stuff there is to see, we're not seeing what we want to see, and so you could still mainline media during the TV age. It's just like I think what was different about Yu Yu Hakusho is like I couldn't just look up on the internet episodes of it or get like torrented or something. I had to wait for it to watch it, to experience it on Toonami when it came out. And I think that with any kind of ads like Kimbra 2, like was one I would like make up my own storylines in my head for things. And I just headcanon stuff. Like we all have headcanon. And headcanon is really healthy. My sib doesn't do headcanon as much as I do. I think I've noticed, and we're both writers, but it's because they want to genuinely experience the story of the writer only. They don't want to bother imagining it. And it's like I want to write it 5 different ways in my head. Or make up my own side characters in my head, and I don't like You know, I think I wouldn't like doing self-inserts. I mean, what person didn't do a little bit of self-inserty stuff when they were thinking of like some kind of canon they wanted to insert themselves in or like be a part of that world? But also, like, I think what I would do, more than anything, I'd like to think of like if I had cousins or something coming over to play a game, I wanted to think of who would play who. And so, let's see, I'll try something. Yeah. And I do that. Where I'd see something, I'm like, I'm gonna take the plot of this, but the characters from this. And it'd be fun. I got a new extension for my light. I actually found one at Best Buy, and it's like this like universal thing. It's like this big block. So those lights that I got for Christmas, like almost obsolete. And it was because it was another Christmas present. I got this key light from my brother, I think last Christmas. And you know, it's very useful for filming video. And yeah, so I got this key light, and I've just been using my alarm clock's plug, and now I finally can have like this plugged in and just kind of leave it here. And so like batteries didn't work. Well, they worked, but they just like they would die after like 50 minutes. That was like their max on full charge, and I need them longer than that. And so I'm glad I have that. I could use it for other things that I need to plug in. It has like all these adapters. But the things with those chargers that you always lose stuff. Like I think I have a laptop thing that's like that also, and it's like I don't know where the little parts get lost and stuff. But I also got myself a new 2 terabyte hard drive so I could download streams and have that kind of go throughout the day so I can make some more highlight videos and stuff. This is going to be an absolute flop, so I'm just talking the whole time to practice it. It just is. I know it is. I can feel it in the pit of my stomach. I don't feel like I'm going to be successful. But, you know, maybe we'll get somewhere. Who's to say? I don't remember Finding Nemo 2 really well. I know it has some wholesome moments, but I remember it being kind of like a little bit not as fun. I think because like Dory, doesn't she like lose her whole memory? And like when you have a character who's lost their entire memory, like I know having a really, really short memory is a big part of Dory's shtick, but I think it also makes for a terrible character, you know, like, because it's like it's a comedic thing, and I think it works in the isolation of the first movie. I think it's executed very well in the first movie. In the second movie, it's executed very poorly because it's the whole entire freaking premise, and it goes on, and you've lost all your character development, all like in oh my gosh, all the investment is completely gone in her. You know, like it's because she's almost like a complete blank slate now, and so it's like, okay, we have Dory here. That's just not really Dory because she can't remember any of the stuff from the first movie. So why are we back along the ride? Like, oh, we're gonna get to see more Nemo and Finding Nemo too. To be honest, Marlin is a better character than Nemo. And we see a lot of Nemo in Finding Nemo. He's doing all that aquarium stuff. We actually get plenty of Nemo. We get plenty of Nemo. I think maybe not enough Nemo in the ocean, but like I don't remember anything from Finding Dory. Anything. I don't remember a single thing from that movie. And you know what movie I do remember that I know? The thing is, the movie was set up to be a disappointment. It was always going to be a disappointment because I think that the plot of it is it's exactly what it needs to be in every single aspect, but it's just not as good as the first, and that's just but it's what it needs to be, and that's The Incredibles too. I think The Incredibles 2 was better than we give it credit for. I think it was definitely a movie that shouldn't have won its animation Oscar that year. There was something better that came out that year that didn't. But, yeah, The Incredibles 2 was what it needed to be because it has to pick up where it leaves off because of the way you ended the first movie. So you have to do that. I think you need, if you watch the first one, it's begging for more Helen. It really is, because she doesn't start to get to be super until like midway through. And, you know, I think she was the person to explore. It's the second movie. You know, if you're going to make it, ideally the first one's about the dad, the second one's about Helen, and the third and fourth, or the third one is about the kids. And that's how it goes. That's like your family setup. If you're making a trilogy, if they would have come out more, you know, frequently, that's what it would be. And so, yeah, like, it has to be. You know, everything is shaking out, and even like the plot line with the villain, you know, and her relationship with Supers and all that. I think it's I thought it was interesting, and I remember parts of it, you know. I don't remember that one super well either. That was the best I've done. But I do remember gosh. I do remember liking it. I remember the action sequences being really cool. I loved the stuff on the boat. I loved all of like Helen's arcs and stuff. It's set up well, and it's very sleuthy. It's good. It's good. I think that it's not nowhere near as great as the first, but it's kind of set up to, like, you can't top that. And so I don't know. I think people need to cut it some slack. They definitely need to cut it some slack. But yeah, I don't know. Toy Story 4 was really good. That was a movie that I don't know why I'm rating Pixar movies now. I just had to follow the string right now because I didn't plan ahead my topics, and so just gotta roll with it. But yeah, Toy Story 4 is definitely can't do it. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Toy Story 4 was surprisingly good. I thought, like I didn't expect that movie to be that good, and it really, really surprised me. Let's talk Star Fox games. I feel so bad for that franchise, but it's so tragic. Like, it's extremely tragic. I think that the Star Fox franchise is not cool because, like, Star Fox himself is like, he's a cool character. Falk was a cool character. Slippy's lovable. They set up these like big personalities in that game with the cheesiest voice acting, and I mean, those guys brought it. Like, I think they really did. Because the lines get made fun of and all sorts of stuff, but they took those like rogue fighters from Star Wars, and they really, really went with those personalities, and they just like they leaned into those moments and I think the moments in Star Fox are even kind of cooler than some of those moments. I don't know, like, I don't know who any of those guys were. I need a little bit more from a character for me to care than just like, oh, they're part of the Rogue Squadron, and like if you delve into the extended universe, you can know about who these are, and it like it does show. I do like that they did it because it shows world building, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna care about them. I just don't. But their conversations and the conversation style when they're in the ships is really cool. I did really like that. I'm just not gonna care about those characters. But with Star Fox, I care a little bit more because of like those characters have a backstory. Like they all, like, Peppy is part of the original crew that escaped. Star Fox is Fox McCloud is like he's the son of the pilot that got killed, and of James McCloud, and then we have Falco, who's a hotshot like Falcon pilot, and he's jealous of Fox a little bit. I think of being the leader. There's like a jealousy arc there. There's like he's that character. What are those? A Lancer. He's a Lancer. I think that's that trope. That's what that trope's called. He's definitely a Lancer. And then we have Slippy, who's like sort of the not as great pilot, but really, really good at the engineering and the technical stuff, which like every team like that needs somebody like that. So you're invested right off the get-go. And Star Fox 64 is a brilliant game. It's so much fun, and it's like, I think in a lot of ways the perfect lineage to arcade style games. And like Galaga, like that's what those games needed to evolve into. And I know there's probably still games being made in that style, in 3D style, but I don't know any of it. And they're not a genre that I think has gained popularity. It just hasn't. And I don't know. They tried to, I think because of Smash Bros, they probably tried to bring him into the 3D space more for people to care about him, and I think it didn't work. In particular, the game that they needed to take notes from for that was Jet Force Gemini. Because Jet Force Gemini is a killer shoot, like, third-person shooter that not a lot of people know about because it came out at the end of the N64's legacy, and it's so fun, and I think that that's what Star Fox needed to be, those kind of levels with the different team members, you know, because you only play as Fox, and to be honest, like, I don't want that much Fox. I really don't. Like, I think you need your team around. That was a whole thing, and like, I don't know how many of the other games really, you know, like, I remember the last Star Fox game that came out, not the one that was like connected to that other space game, but like the last one, people tore it to shreds, and it stinks that that's the legacy of Star Fox, because it could have been cool. Like, he's forgotten about in his game genre completely. Like you don't see Star Fox. Like, Star Fox is associated more with Smash Bros. And Melee specifically than freaking what's it called? Then with his own game series. And like, Sonic, for all the mess that the Sonic genre has been, like, you know, some people, there's been some gems in there. There really has, and they keep cranking out games. That's the thing too. It's like, at least Sonic, they're making games. There are people that are, you know, that they're invested. People care about Sonic. Sonic had a movie, and I think that speaks volumes. You know, when Sonic comes out with a bad game, people talk about how bad the game was, but people still play it. And they, like, the Star Fox, like, there were people that talked about it, but like, they stopped talking about it. Like, Sonic 06 will never be forgotten. It's constantly brought up. You know, it's like a legendary flop. You know, they start talking about like things that are bad in the Sonic franchise, and it's like Sonic 06, Sonic 06. I don't know. To be honest, I think Sonic 06, you know, I know Sonic 06, like, there's like so much that's wrong with it, but what I haven't heard said, maybe I have, and I'm like regurgitating something that I absorbed years ago, but I think that what do you call it? Like, freaking one of the things that is not said enough is that, like, it's a product of its time, truly. Like, that was a weird time for games, and a lot of the stuff that's wrong with it has to do with it because of the era. There's a lot more. Don't get me wrong, but it's definitely a product of its time, and like, if you want to criticize it, you have to bring up how weird 2006 was, because it was weird. I don't remember it that well. I hate seeing, like, being able to super dash. I can get it. I don't know. I can't get it. I can't get it. I don't know, like, the arc that I need to jump or whatever. Come off of that. To be honest, I wish I could. I wish I could just kick off of it. Yeah, it's not. I know it's not gonna happen today, but we're practicing, and like that's the stream. It's just practicing this stupid frame that I can't get down, and I have no idea what the actual solution looks like. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I brought up the Star Fox thing before. I'm not sure if I have or not. You can only say so many things, right? I probably brought it up when I tried to stream it. I want to have a new... I want to buy a new painting soon or something to decorate. My room needs something in the background while I stream. Like these curtains are not, like, I don't really like them. And I kind of want to get a new tripod too. Start wider lens and stuff. And like, start, I don't know, now that I'm working, I can start to slowly but surely get a couple things. I don't know. I don't know if I can get it. I'm so tired. We're gonna keep persevering. And like, I know I probably need to get it off of the... I'm just gonna try going better faster. Man, I remember the first time I saw a photo of a man of war. That was one animal. I'm like, we're the same. Like, we're both animals, me and this thing. How? I still like don't completely buy that jellyfish are like alive. I'm just bringing it up because the jelly, jelly's in this world, but like jellyfish do not look real. They look alien. And there's like a lot of creatures that like how are we the same? I don't know. I don't understand organic life. And then they look painful. What the heck do they eat? Like, what do they, I mean, they have to consume something. But like, what do you eat to get like that? How do you get yourself jelly? I don't understand it. I know that like only so many people watch these, but like this is what I want no one to watch. I am so exhausted. And I can't get this stupid wave dash off this block here at the beginning. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I think if I don't get it, I'll watch it. but I am gonna give it like, you know, a good college try. And I'm just gonna watch this one, you know. Honestly wasn't bad. Like what's weird is like I'm kind of fudging it by grabbing that corner. It's not exactly what I need to do, but I'm able to fudge it. I don't like it because it's not the solution. It makes me all angry. It's like I don't want to fudge this. I want to get this authentically. And then you know I can't get that stupid jump that either. It's like I am fudging it, but like at what cost? These are like ones I don't particularly. I've noticed like these switches in this particular world. I don't like how they move, and I don't know if they're any different. Maybe it's just my mind playing tricks on me. But they do feel different to me than the other ones. I don't know. I might be going crazy. Maybe they just decorated them differently. Come on. I desperately miss exercise because I know if I exercise I'd have a little bit more energy at work. Maybe not right away, but I know after a couple weeks I'd get it. And like with streaming I haven't been able to, but I will soon. It's a choice. It's like you can only do so many things. Like you really can. And I think that you also need to dedicate good portions of time to things. And that means putting other things on the back burner. And that's something that's really hard for me. It's like, 'cause I want to do everything everywhere all at once. Like, I understand that movie just made me think of like, man, I'm like always trying to do way too much. You just need to focus on one thing at a time, do a good job at it. And then when you come back to it, you can do it better, you know? Because, like, I don't know. I think that's how change starts to happen. And it's also just what's necessary out of anything. But even more necessary now. I haven't gotten in that jump in forever. I hate it. I just like I strongly dislike it. And there might be like an easier solution, like grabbing onto like the right wall or some shit. I don't know. Maybe I can't. Maybe I can't even wave dash there. Maybe I'm like, I mean, no, I can. I've actually done it. That's the thing. It's like I know I can wave dash. It's just like executing it. I'm not getting. I don't know how it looks, and it starts moving upwards, and it makes me nervous. You know? I don't know. It's like bam, bam. Yeah, bam, bam. I think I do need to grab. Bam, bam. Bam, bam from the Flintstones. Gotta pay attention to the frames. So like here to here. Gotta practice. Just learn the variation. Places that are supposed to be fancy kind of stink. They always stink. They're never worth it. Almost like never. Like any like I've never felt cool walking into any Nordstrom. There's like this shopping center in Austin. What's it called? But like I played a classical gig there. Man, I just want to rip endlessly on how boring professional classical musicians like I think, you know, there is fashion in it and there is some expression, but like, man, the aesthetic of classical music performers is like, I'm an adult, I'm a white male adult, look at this polo I have, look at this, you know, even the dresses are beautiful the ladies wear, but they're always like, they're never, I don't know, I don't like any of them could be wearing them, you know? I don't think that they show any personality, to be completely honest. And they're not linked a lot of times to like the actual art that they're playing, and it's like, I don't know, it's not like, if you see a punk musician, you know what's going down. You see like you know, like an indie like musician, depending on what their genre is, you know, like usually people dress for their music, and you know, I guess it's because you're playing eclectic works, but like, man, and like, it's just like they're doing nothing to sell it to the average Joe, you know, and to stand apart. Like it's like part of this like collective and this tradition that, you know, they're not even really truly part of, you know. It's boring, and I don't know, it's like not even, like even Twee has more personality, you know, and Twee's somewhere in line with it. It's just, God, all of them, like, it's so boring. It's not the solution. Am I losing frames? I swear I was dragging. Apparently Celeste, I like heard on a stream that Celeste runs really well on Linux. And it's like, why? Linux, I you gotta be a real nerd to really get into Linux. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sure it's cool, but like, it seems like I had it explained to me. It seems like it's one of those things. Like, it's obviously probably better in a lot of ways, but like, I don't think the world will ever move to Linux anytime soon. So like, I mean, there's uses for it, I'm sure. I wish I could use the ledge. I hate this. Just trying. I think maybe I know one of the things. I think one of the things that's messing me up is my DI into it. Like, I think like, so like I'm falling, but it's like I'm not hitting the two things together. And to like super jump, to like get it, you need to like, it needs to be Like, you need to hit it, and I'm not, and it's, I don't know, it's like, I almost have to do like a faster wave dash. If anything, I hate this frame. And I got it, I got it in forever. I hate it. I'm so exhausted. I remember when we went on that Christmas trip, it was like one of my first time actually seeing pine cones up in New Mexico. And I couldn't, like, any chance I could get to get away, I was like, I gotta go grab a pine cone. I gotta go grab a pine. Like, I was so, like, it didn't really, like I'd seen pictures of pine cones, and I knew what they were, but, like, you know, it's like not growing up around them and then seeing them, was like, you become a tree? Like, this is the seed of this thing? Like, how? It does not look like an apple seed or like any other kind of seed I'd seen, so yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I looked them up, I would understand. I'm like, oh, you know, I need to just like see it, and I'm like, you know what? I don't understand. I also played a ton of A Link to the Past, which I never beat. I got so close, like I'm at Ganon's tower, and I never beat A Link to the Past. Nope. It's dead. It's dead. Okay. I'm gonna get my controls. I'm gonna be right back. Okay. I was talking and I was just saying that I fully charged controls. Maybe this will make somewhat of a difference. I don't think so. Oh. I hope everyone's doing all right today. I hope you're doing fine. But you're hanging in there. I'm doing very well. I'm actually really happy. I had a really good day. It's just like I'm just tired. That's it. You know, I'm working a lot. I am finally making up for lost time, and yeah. And maybe go high. Oh no. Man. No, I think high that corner is it. So I need to like fall into it so I can. Yeah. I think streaming is a really good way. It's a really good exercise in futility, in not like it's actually helped me think a lot less of like petty things. Like sometimes like and also just like negative things, because like I don't want to be complaining on here. I also don't want to be talking shit on here or gossiping or anything. And it's like, okay, like that's not what I want to bring here. And it's also, I don't know, just it never looks cool to do that. And so you're sitting here for an hour and just thinking of pleasant things to talk about, but also just like, I don't know, interesting things to talk about. And like, it's, yeah, you know, like I think it's like leaked into like other parts of my day, because like I feel like I'm not particularly, what's the word? Engaging in that kind of, like, part of it's because I'm busy. I think work's helped with that, but you know, I'm not thinking about that stuff as much. I still have those moments, you know. I was thinking about something earlier today, and I'm like, you know what? Let it go. Just let it go. Just like, you know, you made your choice on that. You made your bet on that, and like, hopefully it works out. And yeah, I really do hope that thing I was thinking about works out, because you know, I made a choice, like a very indirect kind of choice. I'm like, well, that's what I'm gonna do about that, and I don't like that I'm doing that because of this. But like, I really don't know what else to do in this situation, and it's like, I don't know. You gotta make choices, stuff. I don't want to talk about it though, or think about it. Oh my god. I wish I didn't say, oh my god, like I do not believe in any god whatsoever, but it's still like part of, it's just something people say, and it's like, I don't know what else to say to replace that, because like it's just in, like, you know what I mean in the expression of it. No one's actually, and like that's what's really funny, is like no one's actually thinking about God, and these, oh my god, they're just saying that because it's like an expression. I wish it would move when I kick it, and it does not. I hate it. Nothing's happening. There's like, I think I've talked about, like, I think I've talked, like, I've kind of ripped a little bit on my university for being such a copycat. University, like, the university I went to just like riffs on UT so hard, and it's like so shameful. It's like, guys, be original. You know, like Bevo is the Longhorn mascot for UT, and we have Boko, that's a bobcat. It's like, y'all, even things like Guadalupe Street that's the drag, and then we don't have a drag in San Marcos. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? I thought I'd take care of this. I need to time. Okay, well, I think that whoa. I got it there without even thinking about it. Cloudbot, like, what are you doing, Cloudbot? What are you doing? I'm so mad that it did it, because like it hasn't happened in so long, and maybe it's because I allowed bigger paragraphs. Maybe I shouldn't YouTube, but just not allowed big paragraphs, as it doesn't come from Twitch. I'll say that it comes from YouTube. And oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. And webcore is such a cool genre of music, and I wish I knew more about it and how to make sounds like that, because I would love to do electronic stuff like that. I think that's kind of maybe where I'm going with what I want to make, if I make anything. I think I mean, like, the artist I like, whose name is just a bunch of symbols, is so cool. They're like one of my favorite webcore people, and I do love the idea of like good music without a face, because there's so much music out there without face. A lot of music out there without face that's not good. You know, it's like, I'm not gonna put my face on this, I'm gonna make some music that's not good, but nobody's gonna know it's me. You know, nobody's gonna know I did this thing for a Target commercial. I just need to make a check. Let's just get it out there. And yeah, and so I think that like anything without a face that's good is always really interesting to me. You know, like Daft Punk had their they had their, what's it called, their helmets on forever, you know, and like that was a thing with electronic music for a while, but they still had a name, you know, and eventually they revealed themselves. There's something kind of cool where it's like, yeah, my name is just a bunch of symbols. You can't pronounce me, but I make sick stuff, and you still discovered me anyway. You will remember me because look at all these symbols and weird typography things that I got in there. And yeah, I dig it. And you know, it doesn't have to be completely unrecognizable, but like, I don't know, any music that kind of, when you take away the ego from it, something happens that you don't see as much these days. Like, how do you even promote that? Like, I need to learn from them, you know? I mean, people just do it for you when they see it and they like it, you know, make it good. It'll promote itself. I think it is proof that that is possible. And it might, I think with that stuff, it just might take a little longer. That's just the thing. It has to. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. So ass at this. I am complete garbage. I can't do the stream. I just can't. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna have to. I know I'm gonna have to. And maybe some of these at the end I will, but I made it pretty far without having to, so I don't know. I just can't get the wave dash to happen there. Like, I swear I'm inputting it, but she'll only hit the diagonal dash and not the... and not that. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I know I can hit it. It's just a matter of like, I think it's a matter of where I'm coming from over here. You know, like, should I come from the wall and then drop down and then hit it? You know, like, should I touch it? Should I not? Does it even freaking matter? Like, what's gonna be the more consistent thing is what I want to know. And I'm not like, I don't know, like, I'll get it here and there, but I don't know what I did to do it. I can't. I wonder what like if there's any luxury peppermint tea out there, and like, is it what makes it luxury? Because the peppermint tea to me is the most like coffee bar at the airport. Not even airports have good coffee. Like, coffee bar at a hotel, we just have like this one like kettle for you for you to use, and we just have peppermint tea. Just drink it, and it's. And I'm okay with the peppermint tea, you know? Who doesn't like peppermint? But like, it's not like, you know, like you hear about like bergamot and, oh my gosh, and you know, Earl Grey, like bergamot in Earl Grey and all that stuff, and oolong, and like really good white teas that have a really good blend, and like, I don't know, like, I'm sure like a better peppermint there exists at a luxury tea shop, but it's such a simple flavor. It's like, it's candy cane. It's just peppermint, and it's like, I don't know, like how, like Is it like gonna be really, really, really strong? Like when you... Oh my gosh. I hate that if you go down here, you just gotta like almost die. I know I can get back up there, but it's gonna be like this pain. Peppermint tea, like, I don't know, it's nice, it's a very nice tea, but it's not like, there's so many better teas. Truly, way better teas. That is not the tea to drink. There was a blueberry white tea that Target used to have that was so good. My mom had it and she loved it. It was one of my favorite teas to get, and like they didn't have it for very long. My friend also turned me on to like some almost like an Earl Grey like latte kind of thing that they had there, like this mix, and they might still have that, but it's one of those things that not every Target has it, not every Target has it all the time. And yeah, the cool thing about chapter 9 I'm seeing so far is that it's like, oh, you did it, now do it again. Like, and like Celeste does that, but like this chapter is doubling down on it. Like this like has like this stupid downward thing that it's like, okay, go down and into a wave dash, and if you can't do that, then don't even bother, because you're gonna have to do it again. So you better have mastered the skill or else. And so they're just like, they put you here and it's like, dude, I can't do that. I can't do it consistently, and like, I hate it. Like, it is because the thing is, I don't know. Yeah, no. I think I'm just gonna give it the 2 hours and then call it. You know, I've gotten a good amount of practice. I think with a fresh brain, I can get it even without looking it up, but I'm probably going to look it up. And I'll talk about it next time I play. I think tomorrow it'll be some Stray, and that stream will be at the 4:30 the scheduled time. And then Celeste the next day, on whatever day the week that is. The days are starting to bleed together. Yeah, I don't like what height. The thing is, like, I'm not on the ground, I'm in the air. So it's like, I know that with the wave dash, it has to do with, like, it has to do with like where maybe I do need to like not wave dash on it. Maybe there's another way that I'm not thinking of. Maybe super jump off of it. I could try that. I don't know. I feel like that seems really that seems super convoluted. I don't even know how to get around that. Can I? Hold on, I do want to try something. Like if I'm on a platform. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, so if I'm on here, I fucking hate it. If I'm on here, I'm grabbing. Okay. I think I can trigger So like I'm grabbing. Let's try grabbing. And then I think if I let go, I can trigger a super wall jump. No. Because that's like the other option. Go off of that, you know? I don't know. I should, I should try it. Because I'll be damned. I can't do anything else. Maybe. I did it. It didn't take me very far. It's kind of cool that I can. You know, it is good practice. But no, it's a wave dash that you need there. It's definitely a wave dash. And I just can't get it. I can get the but you know, I don't know what it's the height thing. That's the thing. It's like am I starting it too low? Am I starting it too high? Like what is it? It's definitely the thing that they tell you, right, when you're doing the Wave Dash Academy. It's like if you are starting to like too low to the ground, you're not going to get your dash back. And I think that's the case. I think I'm not getting my dash back whenever I do it, because I've gotten it a couple times. And I'm definitely, but like the thing is that, you know, it's like where you fall here is so, like maybe I do need to come at it more here so I can get it. And then, you know, when she's falling, she's not, see that? She's going left instead of diagonal. There we go. Maybe just practice. Hold on. I'm gonna practice that because, you know, she's not hitting it off the fall. And I think that might be a core reason why. Let's do a couple of these. Yeah, there we go. I think maybe... Yeah, okay. I think I need to just really, really be exact with it. Hold on. Didn't you notice I went further? It's because I hit it diagonally. Yes, okay. Yeah, my stick wasn't reading it. It's not, and yeah. Okay, I'm like figuring something out. Yeah, I don't know. I can't get it. The only person watching is the 69 bot. I haven't had one of those in forever. I'm a little bummed. I'm a little bummed that let me try that, like a kick and then a grab. Okay, I'm at the 2 hour mark. I'm done. It's not happening. It's not it's not worth it after that. So we will quit and be done with this for today. It's a giant flop, and I knew it was going to be a giant flop. I didn't advertise it as anything else. But we will probably watch it and learn what the solution is to this, and I'm gonna feel freaking silly. But if anything, I'll get the timing, because like that's another thing too, the timing and the height. Because like I don't know where to come from it. Should I be like closer to the spikes, or should I be should I be closer to the wall? Like, what is the? Because I could come at it from a couple different angles, and so yeah, I don't know. And I'll see different people do it too, because like I'm sure there's multiple solutions. I just I can't be tempted to watch the rest, you know, and I might need to start watching more of them. I think we're getting into that territory. Maybe this one was supposed to be a hard one, and I didn't know it. Who knows? God. Go diagonal down. I wish you could just go up. Oi. Oh God, I'm so pissed. That was good. Oh. I can't believe I got 2 there. What the heck did I do? What did I do? Oh, I got another one. Am I figuring it out here at the end? No freaking way am I gonna get it here in the last 7 minutes. I got another one. What the hell? What the hell? And now I can't get it. Like I probably won't get it. No way. Oh my gosh. Okay, hit that corner. Oh my gosh. I'm like trying to replicate it now exactly. Oh my gosh. I need to go back and maybe going back enough times and watching how I did it, I can sort of replicate it. Cause that's the part that's the part that's giving me trouble. It's getting the wave dash and seeing like what I do. I wish I could see my inputs and I had that like that thing that the speedrunners have. Like now it come in handy, but I also like I'm not speedrunning. I'm just beating the game for myself. You know, I think maybe jumping as close to that wall as possible, and then like keeping my control neutral is the secret, so that I can insert the inputs. I don't know. Gosh. It's so difficult, so difficult, so difficult. I have stuff to learn. Like, and if I could learn from my successes, my few successes, Like, that's better than going and watching someone else's video, you know? 'Cause, like, I did figure it out. I just had to, like, learn how to reverse engineer it. Man, why do I keep thinking about Garden State and what a strange movie that is. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of getting it. There's definitely something a little racist about her like brother from Africa who came to college. There's something there, but I don't know. I might be fishing. The whole movie feels really uncomfortable. It feels like playing a Mori. Like, Mori's very exaggerated, but it is like there are parts of it that really do feel like what self-hatred and depression feel like. Garden State doesn't. It feels like what hot, rich white people think depression is. It's so, I don't know, the movie is so, like, I remember, like, I think it might be like a really bad representation of it. Holy shit, I'm kind of getting it. I think I just needed, like, the neutral inputs and, like, yeah. I don't know. I'm not the person to break that movie down. I mean, I really enjoyed it when I first saw it as a kid, but, like, now it's like uninteresting, and like you have to be able to have that wherewithal. If you, the art that you saw when you were young, if you still, like, if you out of desperation are clinging to it because it made you feel a certain way and you can't critique it, like, it means that you're just not wanting to grow. Like, I hate Elizabethtown now, and I used to love that movie. And it's like, that is the manic pixie dream girl movie. It's just, and it's like, it's trash. It's bad. It's also a really bad representation of what depression is. It's terrible. And it's also like, it sends that wrong message to boys. Like, oh, if you're depressed, if you find a cute, quirky girl to love you who has zero, like, real personality, you know, you'll be fine. That's all you need. You need love. And it's like, love isn't all you need. Like, that's a lie. You know, love is very important, and you need to be loved and nurtured and supported, but you can get that from other people, you know? Susan Sarandon in that movie is good, and her plot line is better, but you don't see her enough. Her moments are good. Oh my gosh, are you clipping under? Yeah. Her scene at the funeral is really great. With Moon River, I really liked it. That still, I think that holds up. There's like cool things about it. It's like almost a good movie because I think Jerry Maguire holds up. It's the same director, and the music in that movie are really great. But no, it's like the actual romance story is really freaking weird. It's weird, and it's like I think it takes away. I think him not getting to actually, I know what they're doing by him not talking to his dad, and like when he's scattering his ashes, and like that part is kind of nice, but the movie's more about the relationship than him and his dad. At the end of the day, I think so, and the relationship suffers. It really does. I think it is very quintessential Manic Pixie Dream Girl. And I think it's all criticism of it is fair. I want to try again because I was so close. I'm like low-key getting it. I think it's just all about height and like how like where you come at it from, and like making sure that you're doing the right. I might actually have it if I played like another hour, but I don't want to play another hour. Oh my gosh. Come on. Why are you going diagonal, girl? It's not like, I hate it when this happens, when it's like I'm ready to give up and then you start getting somewhere. I think I might actually not need to look it up. I think I started to dial in the timing of it just a little bit. Oh my god, why do you go diagonal there? I'm not pressing diagonal, I swear. On that time it went up, but too soon. Too soon. It's such a pain. And then I have to get it again later. And I'm pretty sure the other one's gonna be the exact same thing. And that was too low to the ground. If this is the only thing I get tonight, I'd be really happy. I mean, I do want some progress. That's like why I'm trucking along here. But man, I also really want to give up. Let's look at what, like maybe 10 more minutes? Cause like when I say I have it, it's like, how much do I? It's rough. It's so rough. 69 bot. I'm sorry you're having to see me suffer this. I know that you just want to advertise whatever the heck you're advertising. I don't even think those things lead to anywhere. They're just like trolly things that get left. Like, who's gonna be on my stream and be like, oh man, like, you watching this in the middle of Celeste, do you really want... I don't understand that marketing. Yeah, it's like my back. I think I lost connection there for a second. It's nuts that I'm even starting to get it. I can't believe it. And now there's like another issue. Okay, I think I do need to hit the wave dash more on the right side so I can... But if I do that, for whatever dumb reason, she goes diagonal. And I don't know how to counter that exactly. dun, dun. I really do wonder how much of my family knows I'm atheist. Because, like, I feel like it's pretty obvious, but Christians are really weird in that they just assume everybody. Christians assume everybody believes in God. Or, like, just because I'm Mexican too, but I'm not necessarily Jewish. They would yeah, I almost had something like, no. But, like, you know, oh yeah, because I was talking to someone, and it's like, how do you know I'm not? You know, like, what do you, like, you're making me another in this situation, and you don't even know I'm not. But it's so, I mean, historically, I get it, but still, like, you don't know. You don't know. You're not sure. I'm understanding it. I hate this. I hate it so much because, like, I end up landing on it instead of. Two minutes left, and then I'm done. And then I'm done. Yeah, it's really the neutral input that's necessary when you like, so you gotta hit it. Yeah, and like just have like make sure that you come to a neutral, like you just gotta touch it and hit it like a neutral. Because if you don't, I don't know. Maybe I can do it off of like off a wall. I don't know. Did I understand that? Because I do need to. Well, the thing with the wall jump is like, I feel like. You see, like, I think I do need it at the top of it. Cunt. I like said no, like I really want to run a clean stream in case any of my like students or whatever ex-students stumble upon it and stuff. But I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. You're seeing a little weekend with LeBron's. She's loose. To quote Bob's Burgers. That someone's good. It's like only took me 2 hours and 10 minutes to figure out the timing on this and the spacing. And I still don't have it dialed in completely. Oh my gosh, I don't want to stop because I'm getting it. It's a sick joke. No, that time I felt myself DIing. I can feel it now. I need to, you know, and it's also like where I aim it to. Damn. It's so nuts. Like I'm starting to get it. I kind of love that because like this is the perfect. If I wasn't so tired from work, and you need to show off the failures, especially with Celeste. I think not enough. You don't see enough failures. Well, I'm sure some other people fail just as much as I do, or even more. I'm sure this game makes people rage, but it just makes me so happy. Like I genuinely love playing this game. Like I really, really do. Like I'm. Like I really, really do, and it's so hard. It's so difficult to get the wave dash off these platforms. It really is. Get so excited with getting it that you like just want to commit to it, even though you really are, you've already failed. Okay, I think I don't need to look it up. I think I don't need to look it up. I think I don't. I think I'm gonna be fine. I think I'm gonna be all right, guys. I just need to. I just need to climb when I get there to make sure that I'm like tall enough to set my spacing up. Wow! Holy cow! Okay. It's probably gonna take me forever to get it again. It's like, oh my gosh, the power of neutral in this game is nuts. And like I know, I feel it. I feel it when I'm trying to. Like, yeah. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should just like stay on it. Will she stay on there till we're done? Cause like, I'm not positioned correctly the first time. I'm usually not. I'm not gonna lie. So maybe I should just not jump and then right it back. Yes, I should. And I have the timing for it. So just don't even freaking worry about it. Yes. Okay. I'm if I get it, holy cow, I'll be really excited. And I really hope there's a checkpoint at the end of it, because oh my gosh, holy shit. Okay. And it's the next one. It's truly gonna be that last one, right? Because we're starting to figure this out. Oh my gosh. I hate that that just happened because like I was supposed to be done forever ago, and now we're here. Gosh darn it. Ugh. I'm getting a second win here. Oh my gosh. Come on. Okay, come on. I'm losing the timing a bit. I had it. Dude. Okay, try again. Dude. Come on. You had it. It's just... I know how I feel. Why am I hitting there now? What's going on? I had it. It was so close. I think that it was there. Yeah, okay, there we go. That's it. It's closer to it. Oh my gosh. And why did I forget that I need to wait on that second one? That I have the time? I freaking have the time, dude. Don't even... I love that I'm getting it now. It was like I don't know. It's just like I needed to like get one to notice it. That's all that it was. It's just like fall. Come on, fall. I hate it. So I'm gonna cry. I'm so close, and I want to be better at this. Yeah. Fucking A. Okay, should I just... Come on. I'm not like I'm falling to. No. Yeah, I lost touch. I lost it. I had it and I lost it. I hate it. Because I was so good. I was like getting a bunch of them in a row. You saw. And I just lost it. I feel like this one job that I interviewed, when the school year starts, they're gonna call me, and I don't know what I'm gonna say to them. Like I took another job. It's okay. Oh, okay. That wasn't bad. I'm telling you. Okay. It's that second one. Cause like I could barely do it here. I can barely do it here. I'm not gonna, I think, be able to do it on that other one. And it's like the way I fall has to almost be slower. Yeah. And I just gotta be patient, I think, with the fall. I think. Dude. I hate when I like can't get a diagonal jump. Yeah. I'm going diagonal. And the control's just reading it as. Okay. Dude. I need to go like down or what? There we go. Like. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. That's it. Oh my gosh. All right. We made some progress and then we regressed. It's tough. I really want to look it up, but then I don't because I started getting close there. I think I have to. Like, it's I can get the wave dash. I figured out the wave dash more or less, and then I lose it. So I do want like somewhat of a setup, and then I don't know about the third one where the wave dash is gonna come in. and so it would help to see it. This one I think we'll look up. Some of these are gonna be so hard that like I think that's gonna have to happen. The challenging thing is falling, maintaining neutral, and then inserting the diagonal input. I for whatever reason the switch controls some want to go diagonal. You saw like all those dashes. I swear was looking at my controller. I'm like, it's diagonal. I don't know what to tell you. Switch control. It's diagonal. How much more diagonal I can be. And I think sometimes it just has to be at a really exact point. And so dialing it in a little bit and like messing it up and just doing some diagonal dashes helps with that. Yeah. I think tomorrow 4:30 will be safe. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I'm so exhausted and I have to wake up early again. Thank you for anyone who watches this. This is like not the stream to watch. This is like the biggest bummer, just complete grind stream. And these are the ones that I kind of like for myself in the future of like, look how much trouble you had here and you still did this, like just because it's important to remember the struggle along the way. That's one of the things I love about music is like I get to know what it sounded like before I performed something. It's like people just get the end result, but I knew what it sounded like when I first started, and like that's a really satisfying feeling. It's like a little secret, and this is kind of like documenting some secrets. It's documenting the just where I'm at with it. Tomorrow we play Stray. We unwind. If I have time, I will toss in some Celeste. I think I'm just gonna do like maybe 2.5 hours of Stray, and that'll be that. I should be streaming longer. Technically, I should be streaming 4. That's something I'm gonna try to get better about whenever I do. I think when I first started, I was only doing 2, and then I've heard like if you don't do at least 3, it's not really worth it. And it's like, really? It's like, it's because you need to open that time up. You gotta stay open. You gotta keep the shop open a little bit, and it's so exhausting for a normal person. And it's like, this is how long you gotta do it? Really? Oh God. And I don't know. I think you can get a lot out of an hour gameplay, 2-hour gameplay, but still, regardless, yeah, I'm feeling really great. I'm glad I made some progress there at the end. It stinks that I lost it. It's challenging, like when you're falling, you gotta find the right height, and you also have to. You can't hit it too much on the. It's easier to hit it on the left side of that platform, on that moving platform, but if you hit it on that, when you go over there, you're gonna dash up. Like at the apex of your wave dash, you're gonna dash upwards, and you're gonna hit under the thing that you need to dash. So you need to angle it enough that you're gonna get it. But if you angle it, you start to DI, and you have a diagonal input plus then a dash input. Those are two separate inputs, and they need to happen together in order for the wave dash to kind of occur. So you have to kind of like angle Madeline and get the stick back to neutral and just finagle it to be like right there. That's what I'm feeling. This game is hard. Like even just saying all that stuff aloud, like what the heck, dude? Like what? Like that's what it feels like, and it's like it's actually explaining it makes it sound insane and impossible, but then I'm doing it, and so that's what's cool about it too. I don't know. I will get it. It's in my skill set. I need to get that one other thing. I'll just look it up. It's gonna be eating at me all day tomorrow, and I will look it up. I will probably keep a tally as the stream goes to what frames I've had to look up. This is probably gonna be the first one of chapter 9 that I need to look up. I don't anticipate it will be the last. But maybe after I get the skill set, because I feel like this one is definitely like a skill set one. It's like, can you wave dash off of a moving platform? Yes, I can do it. I don't like to do it. It's so exact. It's so, especially with the spikes in the way, It's so finicky. I don't dig it. It's very uncomfortable. It's not. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good like actually wave dashing once you get the hang of wave dashing. Even though wave dashing has challenges. So, yeah, it's probably my least favorite introduction in the mechanic. But I'm sure speedrunners use it and like they had to struggle and like they do. Like I think they're showing us kind of like what they do. This is like just a tiny little taste of what that discovery process was like for speedrunners when they were, doing things on, because they do things on moving platforms. I know they do. I know they put wave dashing every place they can get. Speedrunning techniques are like that. So, yeah, it's like learning how to use a new seasoning or something. This new context is kind of challenging for me, but we'll get it. I think we can beat it still by the end of the year. We have how many days left? We don't have a lot of days left. We have like 28, 29, 30, 30. We have like 4 days. So we'll probably do like a big play on the 31st, but I think we can get it before then. And if not, whatever. Like, I'm not super, super like, I need to beat this before 2022 is over. I would like to beat it before 2022 is over because the capstone of it feels so nice with like starting at the summertime and then going all the way to December. But like, yeah, that's a nice little like bookend. It's like, it's symmetrical, but it's not gonna bum me out. Like, I'm not actually gonna be upset if it takes me a little bit longer. And I know it is gonna take me longer when I redo Chapter 9 when I do, because I already know I had to play it a second time from just hearing things in the circles and stuff. I'm Kid Atomic. Thank you so much for watching. If you're here, as always, love and appreciate you. Come tomorrow to hang out at my stream, my Stray stream. I might toss some Celeste in there if I have some energy. Then after that is Celeste, just Celeste, I think, that day. And then we'll do another maybe Stray Celeste after that. I don't know if we're going to work some Amori in there. That's like, I don't know what that was, but it's me being tired. Since we are done with Amori, I might just toss another game in there just for fun or some shit. Like, I don't know, like work something in there like that I didn't plan. I fully thought I was gonna have to play a lot more Amori, and it's done. So, at least I think it is. So, Amori might be there if I find out that it's not the end. I think I will look that up too. And so, yeah. Anyways, that's it for tonight. As always, thank you for coming. Have a great rest of your day and all of that. Tune into my next stuff. I have other streams on YouTube if you want to see any of those. I have music on Spotify and on YouTube. Not YouTube music, just on my YouTube channel. I just have some demos and stuff, and I'm working on making more of that in the future. I'm just working in general. I have a job now, so yeah, if you like me and want to hear what I make and that kind of stuff, check it out. You don't have to, though. You could just come for the gaming, and if you listen to the music, you can just do the music. I don't really care. I just like doing both. I think they're both fun. Yeah, anyways, I'm out. Goodbye.